Asheesh Mohta, the Senior Managing Director at Blackstone, joining in with us. And obviously, this is why, because Nexus REIT will be coming out with its IPO on the 9th of May. To get more details about the IPO, let's go across to Asheesh. Thank you so much, Asheesh, for joining in with us this afternoon. Let's just start by talking about the IPO, your key features. What is it that is keeping you apart from everyone else then?
Yeah, sure. So, Nexus Select Trust is, India's largest retail platform, spanning 17 malls, 14 high consumption cities. We've aggregated this portfolio since 2016. Nexus manages this, under the leadership of Dilip Sehgal, who's a veteran in the industry. Under the IPO, we're looking to raise 3,200 crores, basically as a mix of primary and secondary, at a distribution yield of 8.25%, and a 3-year average of about 9%. So that's basically on the IPO.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mohta. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. The Blackstone Group is actually the sponsor for Nexus Select Trust. If you could tell us how much are they planning to dilute their equity holding via this IPO?
So we're close to about 60% pre-IPO. We will, still continue to hold 43% post-listing. So we continue to believe in the long-term growth potential of the sector, of the malls, in India, of the growing consumption that we've seen across the country, which is why we are long-term holders of this stock.
Could you also just talk to us and tell us about your assets that are there in your portfolio in terms of your area and the breakup of the malls and office spaces?
Yeah, so this is, about 10 million square feet of retail area, 9.8 million square feet to be exact, across the 17 malls. In addition, we also have 1.3 million square feet of offices and 2 hotels comprising 354 keys. But just to give you a sense, these offices and hotels are essentially complementary to the malls, so they are essentially part of large mixed-use developments, and all assets classes in some sense feed off each other. So, but that's the broad breakup of area, across these asset classes. 90%, however, of our value, of Nexus continues to be retail, and that will continue to be the dominant asset class that we will focus on.
Right. Let me ask you the most pertinent question then. How much are you planning to raise via this IPO? Also, if you could tell us how are you planning to use the proceeds that you raise via the IPO?
So we will raise, close to about 3,200 crores as a mix of primary and secondary. The primary raise is largely to pay off existing shareholder loans, and the secondary is an offer for sale from some of our Blackstone funds and one of our partners in Pune. The reason why we are doing an offer for sale right now is our leverage continues to be pretty low. We will post IPO continue to be only 15% levered in the company. So there is, no need to sort of pay down further leverage. And the company continues to have strong cash reserves going forward. So what we wanted to achieve was, do a sizable IPO so that there is, good aftermarket trading on the stock.
And lastly, if you could just tell us what is Nexus Select Trust expansion plan post IPO? Where could we be seeing the company grow further?
If you look at our current portfolio, Anurag, what we have is 17 malls, 14 cities, but more importantly, these 14 cities comprise almost 30% of India's consumption. So we have large, almost all of the tier 1 cities, but also some of the large consumption centers like Bhubaneswar, Indore, Mangalore as part of our portfolio. What we really want to try and do is replicate this going forward. Try and acquire more assets in tier 1 markets, but also high consumption markets, across India. So think about state capitals, Lucknow, Guwahati, Calcutta, where we don't have a presence today. I think are natural places where we will look to sort of grow this.
All right, Mr. Mohta, we leave it at then. All the best for the IPO, for the upcoming IPO of Nexus Select Trust. And on that note, we like